Hello everyone, today we're just doing a little short video on Discord troubleshooting. So this guide is going to be for 2020. Some things changed since the last one. Settings got moved around, especially on Windows 10. Starting off, make sure that there is a green ring around your name or your icon. That indicates that your computer is picking up audio, or at least Discord is. So then make sure that you're not muted nor deafened. The way you can tell is just down here. When you click them, a little red slash goes through them. And make sure, like again, you don't see those little icons appear next to your name, because that will mean that you're deafened or muted. Then go into the settings, go to voice and video, and this is kind of where you get to set up everything for your mic and headset and test it. So right here's your input device. So when you click on that, it gives you a bunch of stuff. If you click default, it's going to be what you set as default on Windows. But you can change it to whatever microphone you're using. So I'm using a Samsung mic, so I'm just going to make sure I have that selected. Right here you can adjust the input volume and the output volume. Same thing for output device. Make sure if it says default, you have the right, speaker selected or headset. And you could select different ones. Just make sure you're using what you're actually trying to get working with it. And then you can also click a mic test. So this will let you know if your Discord is working with your mic or not. So when you hit this, it'll just show a bar. Another big oof is when people accidentally leave push to talk on. They don't realize it, so just make sure you leave it as voice activity. So that means that it just automatically picks up your voice. If you have it set to push to talk, you physically gotta push a button and then talk. Automatically determine input sensitivity. I usually leave that on. If you have it off, it's gonna limit what comes in and out, so just leave it on. There's not much to say about video, just make sure you have the right webcam selected. Down here, it's kind of like the advanced settings. Usually you don't tinker with this, but sometimes disabling these do help you out a little bit, especially if you have a weaker GPU and stuff. If you're hearing echoing problems or just having audio problems, try turning these off and on. Sometimes that helps. And then there's not much down here you got to worry about. Jumping over to Windows side of the issue. So in case you're having a problem with Windows itself and you don't know it and you think it's Discord. So the way to get audio settings is kind of weird now. So you used to be able to just right click audio advanced panel or whatever. So basically what we're going to do is just click open sound settings, and right here you can adjust your master volume, troubleshoot it. Clicking that might even help. You might just have something wrong on Windows side, a driver issue or something. And then same thing with the input. But make sure you put that full screen, and over here is where we're going to want to go, sound control panel. Clicking that opens up this little box. So what we're going to want to do is scroll down and make sure the computer is picking up your device to begin with. So if it's not picking up your speaker, headset, microphone, or whatever, that's going to be a problem on your end. So it might be that your headset's not compatible, especially if it's a USB one. So just make sure you also have the drivers installed. So then also make sure if you want to use the headset, just click on it, right click, and make sure you set it as default. So say if I want to click this one as default, you just right click, set device as default. Then same thing on the recording side for the mic. So you just scroll down, find your mic that you're using, right click, says default. Another thing you can do is if your mic is acting a little weird, right click and hit properties on it and go to listen. You can actually click this box and hear yourself through your mic. They'll play through whatever your mic is hearing and output it to your headset. For levels, also make sure your levels are adjusted high enough to you if you can hear. If they're low, you aren't going to be able to hear anything. If you're hearing a lot of static and off sounding noises, just by adjusting it down to 90% from 100% does help a lot. Click OK when you're done with that. And you can do the same thing to your headset too. And then when we're done with that, just click OK. And you should be working by now. Now, say if it's a driver issue where, like I said before, it's not picking up your drivers for some reason for your audio. So you're just going to right click on this PC right here. go to Properties, and then click Device Manager. And this is going to pull up all the devices in your computer that you can access. So first off, we're going to just look for audio inputs and outputs, and just go to see if it picks up your headset. If so, right click and update drivers, and just go through that. So usually it's just search automatic, and then okay. And then if it's not picking up anything, it'll come up as kind of unidentified device or unknown device, and you just go and update it through there. And that's pretty much it for this video. I hope that this helped you. If not, go look up a couple other tutorials. There's some really useful ones out there, and make sure your headset isn't faulty to begin with and the drivers are working. So have a good one as always, and hopefully see you guys in the next video. If this helped you, please leave a like and sub down below, and have a good one.